Good evening and welcome to West Milford Township High School's Back to School Night. My name is Matthew Strianse. I'm the high school principal. I'd like to first start off by introducing our assistant principals, Mr. Polero and Mr. Schutte. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'd like to highlight our students' achievements throughout the year and all the activities that we have going on in our high school. Next, I'd like to introduce and recognize our supervisors. We have Mr. Trent Acosta, our athletic director, health and physical education supervisor. Also, our supervisor, Mr. Polero of business and family consumer science. And Mr. Schutte, our assistant principal, is also our history supervisor this year. Mrs. Johnson's our guidance and world language supervisor. Mrs. West is our English, music, and art supervisor. Mrs. Weiss-Magusett is our science, math, and industrial arts supervisor. And Mrs. PTSO is our administrator in charge at Highlander Academy and the supervisor of special services. I'd like to highlight some of our 2021 school year highlights. Last year we exceeded the state average in SAT and AP scores. We had 17 students that were advanced placement scholars, 7 with honors, 6 with distinction, and 1 with national. We're also a National School of Character, and we're one of the few in the country that is a National District of Character. Next, I'd like to go over our RealTime Mobile app. If you don't have this downloaded already, I highly recommend that you do, because with the RealTime Mobile app, you can you'll receive push notifications roughly around 4:30 every afternoon about attendance, grade changes, cafeteria balances, and just remember that this year lunch is free for all students. But you'll receive push notifications daily, and you can keep track of your kids' grades and when assignments are added and due. Next, I'd like to go over some school safety. We have monthly fire drills and security drills. We partner with the West Milford PD. They come in often to observe our drills. The police are in and out of here often, trying to connect with our students and visiting us and walking the hallways with us in between periods. So we welcome them to come in on a daily basis. All students will receive swipe cards. They use those to swipe in and out of the classroom and in and out of the restrooms. They'll also need them to swipe for the cafeteria to get their lunch as well. We have a drop box out in the front where you can put items in there to be dropped off for your student. If you need to pick up things after school hours, we'll often, the secretaries will put them in that drop box for you and label them with your name so you have easy access to pick them up after school hours or during the weekend. New addition to the high school will be a security vestibule in the main entrance. That is under construction right now and hope to be finished in the next month or so. Another component we have is social and emotional learning for our students. Our social workers and school counselors will be available this fall for social and emotional well-being groups. Additional individual counseling and group counseling is available for students experiencing separation anxiety, grief anxiety, and other groups based on the needs of our students. We ran these last year in the spring and will continue to run these throughout the year this year. Next, I'd like to highlight our PTSO. Please consider joining our PTSO. Membership is $20 per family. The PTSO provides scholarships for our seniors. We have a brand new board that has many activities planned for our students throughout the year. Our PTSO is highly involved in the school and it attends many of our functions. Membership forms can be found in the cafeteria during your lunch periods and study halls. And I also sent a school messenger home earlier this week that has all that information for you as well with the forms. Tonight's agenda. At 6:30 p.m., period 1 will begin promptly, so please make sure you get here a little bit early and you can find your way to your period 1 class. We'll run through all 8 periods with 5-minute passing time. If you have a half lunch, please go to that class. Don't go to the cafeteria. Please go to that half lunch class that your student has. All administration will be in the CAF to answer any questions that you may have. School counselors will also be in the CAF as well. Mrs. Garris, our students assistance counselor, will also have a vaping presentation for you to all look at in the cafeteria. Case managers will be located in the CST offices upstairs. Health and physical education are located in 3 locations. 9th graders are in room 114. 10th graders are in room 136. 11th and 12th graders are in the gymnasium. I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight and especially thank our pals, our students, peer leaders for volunteering their time out in the hallways and helping our parents navigate the ways of the high school to get to their classes. Thank you again for coming, and I look forward to working with all of you this year.